just go to Riften and look for the riffraff.
Riften is where you would hire a prostitute, dude.
They were OnlyFans girls too.
What?
Like run up and that's what they were talking about. It's just
What? Bucks from Elvin Blast.
like the SoundCloud rappers.
Where they're just like blasting their
Yeah.
music over their headset.
He's literally trying to get famous in Tamriel. He can't get famous in real life, so he's trying to get famous in Tamriel.
The stress that causes of like trying to maintain that rigorous level of purity is probably more harmful than the things you're trying to avoid. Do you have a thigh gap?
We're doing a push-pull combo today, but we started out warmed up with doing some dumbbell bench. Kind of got a busy Friday, so we'll probably do some of these and some curls.
Tuesday next week?
It's Tuesday, ain't it? Tuesday, ain't it? Welcome back to the Rest Day Podcast. Don't worry, it was just a fart. Sometimes it's good when you think it's a poop, but it's just a fart. But it's worse the other way around.
It's just a poop, and it's actually a poop.
And yet we always test it. We're like, I'm just gonna risk it. I'm just gonna test it right here. We're doing a push-pull combo today, but we started out warmed up with doing some dumbbell bench. Kind of got a busy Friday, so we'll probably do some of these and some curls.
Do you have a thigh gap, or do your thighs touch on the inside?
Can guys have a thigh gap?
Yeah. Do you chafe if you like don't have like compression short or like boxer briefs on? I chafe so bad. I have to wear the right kind of boxers if I'm gonna go for any sort of hike. Otherwise, I literally start chafing almost immediately. And if I'm stuck and I have to walk a long ways with the wrong undies, it's bad, dude.
Like
it's
just against your jeans?
raw. No, like
when you're wearing shorts.
if you're wearing shorts, your skin rubs together.
Right.
I need to use Vaseline down there and lube it up, but then it feels like I just shat my pants.
Wait, your cheek part? Or your kind of thigh?
My thighs, a little bit way down your thigh.
I haven't really gotten that, but I definitely get, I used to do tank tops all the time. I can't really do that anymore. Well, mostly, summertime, you're, sweaty and you're hot, and if I'd go to the track and, take my shirt off, oh, dude, it would be
that's only happened to me a couple times.
It's probably the deodorant I'm using. It's full of aluminum, and I've heard that your armpit,
Old Spice.
is an absorptive part of your body.
Yeah, just your
Yeah.
butthole. Try not to stress out about that kind of stuff too much. Weird stuff that gives you cancer that everyone does anyway.
Yeah. It's the same thing with toothbrushes. Notice people will be they don't care about how much plastic they use for anything else. But a toothbrush, which you use forever, I gotta buy a wooden one because you threw them away. She's like, what about every single other item you use every single day that's plastic?
I mean, at this point, it's there's no avoiding testosterone disrupting microtoxin. Whatever. It's just the stress that causes of trying to maintain that rigorous level of purity is probably more harmful than the things you're trying to avoid. Think about what you're doing. Be conscious, but don't freak out if your food touched a plastic container.
Right.
Because if you're stressing out about everything, that's not healthy. If it's causing you psychological distress.
Psychological distress.
You need to re-examine your life.
I was in this lobby last night in Elder Scrolls, and my quest took me to Riften.
Nice.
Which was cool. It's kind of cool seeing it's really similar, but it's kind of reimagined where it really does go into the mouth of the lake. But there, for some reason, everyone in North America, because they're mega servers, they were just all gathering in Riften.
Oh, excuse me.
And you'll get these guys that will the sort of SoundCloud rappers. You get the SoundCloud rappers.
Or they're just blasting their music over their headset.
And they'll do it in Elder Scrolls.
Is it proximity chat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
So I'm totally into the lore. I'm entering Riften. And then I'll hear dude, and this one guy yesterday was doing it live. He wasn't even playing his recording. He had a backing track, and I could tell he was slam poetry or something. And it's and the mind intertwists until it thinks of the and it was like trying to be like super like thought provoking or whatever. He's just like sitting there, and his character's like doing this. And so I have this emote that plays the trumpet really loud. So I went in front of him and like,
dude, that's one of the cringiest things I've ever heard.
I know, dude. He's literally trying to get famous in Tamriel. He can't get famous in real life, so he's trying to get famous in Tamriel. Join the Bards Club.
In Red Dead, when you go to Lemoyne or whatever, there's like a trumpet player in like one of the town squares. And you can like heckle him and then end up like fighting him. Just, shut up.
Dude, I love it.
Knock it on.
I came into another group too after that. And it was like these thick elven, like scantily clad.
Buxom elven lasses.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know you could make your character look like that. What the heck, dude?
So mod?
I don't know.
Can you mod Elder Scrolls? You usually can't mod online games.
Yeah, it's an online game. So, and the classic when you think, it's like old perverted nerd. And I run up, but they actually were all chicks.
What?
And I'm like standing
there. I
there.
gotta play Elder Scrolls. Oh no, my gosh!
They were only fangirls too. I like run up and that's what they were talking about. And it's just
what?
Their guild, because it shows their guild. It's just like I'm 12, walk away is the name of their guild. But they clearly like weren't. You could tell that they were older.
Oh.
And she was like, yeah, I had to do. I couldn't like hear it for some reason. I was like doing like emotes and like being funny. And I was listening to their conversation, and one of them was saying like, yeah, made like $500 last night, and they're like kind of talking about it. He's like, yeah, it's kind of creepy, and they're like, wait, what's that noise? And one was like, oh, sorry, that's just my controller. And I'm like, oh, okay, because it's kind of like click, click, click. she was like, oh, I thought someone was being gross, like listening to us or whatever. And I was like, what the heck? That's probably a good.
What's that noise?
That's probably a good place for OnlyFans people to like meet clientele. It's just Elder Scrolls Online. You just go to Riften and look for the riffraff.
Riften is where you would hire a prostitute, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the seedy underbelly of Tamriel.
The 40-year-old dude goes into Riften, meets an OnlyFans.
You just go into the Undercity, into the sewers.
The Rat Way,
yeah.
I haven't really like played that many MMOs, so it's kind of funny.
Undercity's World of Warcraft.
I'm in the Rat Way right now, actually. When you texted me, I was in the Rat Way. I was like, oh, gotta go.
It's like the red light district. You'll never find it. What is it? A hive of scum and villainy. Or more treacherous hive of scum and villainy.
Did you ever play WoW?
Yeah. Me and my brother had a subscription for a while. He was way more into it than me. He was older.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, a little too young to even grasp the size of that game and the magnitude of it.
It's huge because they're still doing it.
Yeah. I could just never play because my brother was always on. He was fully addicted.
Yeah.
And so I'd like literally
go
to my friend's house just to play it on their accounts. And so my brother and I would battle to log in. Like, just logging each other out.
Like battle 5 seconds. It is a cool world. I've kind of transitioned into the age where I like the story, like as funny as it sounds, it's kind of like reading a fantasy series or like a fantasy book. Like I kind of like the lore and the worlds and the writing. And Elder Scrolls is cool because every quest is voice acted.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
And unique. And it's just like, I actually like it. And there's like cool names and like there's lore for everything. And it's all of Tamriel. It's like, that's kind of interesting to me. It's not just the like, I just want a game, or like, like grind my
There's
character.
the gameplay loop and the grind and the getting new loot and stuff that is sort of the core. But yeah, I feel you. Whenever they go the extra mile, it really helps.
Okay, he's got some teaching to do, and I want to go fishing. And we actually film in the morning, which we don't usually want to do, so we're going to call it there.
You are the meme of that unemployed friend on a Tuesday.
I know. But yeah, so like, subscribe, comment, share. We got some awesome mics coming soon.
Yeah, maybe just don't even watch the rest of these episodes until the audio is better.
Yeah. Well, they're short. We're hitting like 12 to 15 minutes, so it's not too bad. You can hear us, but it's going to like jump up an improvement next week. So in like literally 1 or 2 videos from now, it should sound a lot better.
So,
but comment your favorite OnlyFans stories. your favorite MMO stories, and whatever we talked about at the beginning. Farts and poop. Peace.